Doing a documentary about myself when I started forex trading and how I got into forex trading. So let's take it back to 2022, 2023 thereabout. I wanted to take advantage of the internet, right? So I heard about you can make some good money with just your phone and then just having access to the internet. You can make some good money. And then someone introduced affiliate marketing, a whole lot of stuff, and then I was like, no, this thing is kind of you have to introduce someone to the whole kind of scheme. So I was not getting it right. Sent me a message on WhatsApp, so I quickly checked the message, and it was a blog post about a young Ghanaian who graduated from University of Ghana who is making like 100K every month. And I was like, hey, what kind of job can guarantee this kind of payout? So I began to search more about forex trading, right? And then that was called the forex. So I joined his page. I began to follow his page. I began to learn from him, right, from time to time. So it took me like 6 months to learn the whole stuff for him, not under his mentorship, but then I was consuming the public information and then his YouTube content. A message on his page that if you can deposit like $50, he'll give you access to his signal group, give you access to his signal group, then he'll be providing you with signal to make dollars. I signed up with XNS and then yes, he delivered as promised. I got some signals, I made $100, but I was very excited, right? But then eventually, because of greed, I lost the money. And then I want to share something before I continue. Trading is not a quick get rich scheme. I know this before I started, right? Because I begin to do a lot of research about it and I understand that it's a risky environment. And many people come into this environment or business with that kind of mindset and then they don't last, right? They don't look at the future career they can develop from this business. So they'll come and then eventually they will lose it all. And then they'll begin to claim that forex trading is a scam and a whole lot of it. No. I have benefited from the market and I have also lost to the market too. So that is applying the knowledge that I have consumed. So I made my first 2000 Ghana cedis, I think in a week, and I was very excited. I was very excited. So I deposited the money into my treasury bill account GT, and then I was like, wow, so this thing can be real. I need proper understanding. I need proper knowledge on this. I need someone to trade me on that. So I also got to know that there was a Nigerian guy who was called Happy Forest who was supposed to be trading. And then I searched a lot about him and I began to fall in love with his lifestyle, the way he takes his trade. And I was like, no, this is the kind of lifestyle I want to live or the kind of trade I want to take. So I also reached out to him on Instagram, right? I got access to his number, right? And then I began to consume also information from him. I watch his videos on YouTube too, right? And then his live sessions on Instagram too. I learn from him, right? And I realized that this guy is so good at trading. He makes it very simple in terms of technical analysis to fundamental. So I began to learn and learn and learn and learn, right? It took me roughly like, with the learning, it didn't take me much time, but then you need to experience it yourself, right? And me, because I really wanted to experience and overcome the emotional aspect, the psychological aspect, and then the trauma aspect that comes with it. I mean, I founded my account live, not demo. Some people practice with demo. With demo, there's no any emotion attached to it, so you're not going to feel it. But with live account, you're going to feel it. And then I needed to overcome these things. He instructed me to do, and then most of his students. And eventually, I begin to realize that yeah, this is the real deal that nobody sees or nobody gets to explain at the back end. We all see the good part, the luxury part, and other stuff. So I learned how to trade and everything. So I realized that no, I need proper knowledge. So I sat down, restructure everything, begin to study from morning to evening, midnight. Even sometimes if I go for lectures, I'll go very early because I want to take advantage of the market. That is the landing session. Right? So you see me very early at the lecture hall, not necessarily because I'm coming for a lecture, even though I have prepared for both. I wanted to scale up, right? Because I cannot be trading my school more capital. That is the $100, the 200, and the $50, right? Thinking of buying something big for myself. I have to scale up, and the only means I can scale up is to use Profirm. So what do I mean by Profirm? So Profirms are let me say, in short, they're like company that they'll give you access to big capital like 10,000, 100,000, 20,000, right? But then you strict rules and you have to follow these rules. If you're able to follow these rules, they are going to guarantee you a payout. So my first Profirm that I started to invest in is the Forest Fund, that's right. I lost the account and Nigerian community, so they have to shut down the whole system. But then fast forward, I heard about Fundedness and then I began to invest in Fundedness too. So I purchased two accounts like on different occasions, a 10K account and another 10K account. I was able to pass the phase one and then the phase two. So when I got to the life account, instead of me to exercise a little bit patient, right? Not because I wasn't aware of my own rules and the standard that I have set for myself, but then I needed to move from 0 to 1, right? So there is a mindset when you want to scale up, and then there's also another mindset when you already have enough, right? So when you don't have enough and then you want to scale up, you try to take risky trades, right? Trade that you don't have to take, you begin to take them. And then when you have enough or you have made enough, there's less pressure on you. So you begin to target like 1% or 2% or of the 0.5% every month, right? So I lost the account, right, on the funded name, like on the funded account. And then I got funding pips to 5K accounts, right? I also passed the phase one and then I passed the phase two. I lost the account too, right? I'm leaving up $100 or so, but then eventually I lost the account. I wasn't able to even process one payout. Then I realized that no, I have the skills, I have the knowledge, but it's just a breakthrough that I'm looking for. So I have to be more patient. So I've decided that okay, I'm not going to take trade. And surprisingly, even though I take full responsibility, that I should have stopped trading when I got to the life account or begin to make some few losses, right? Because the market condition from I think March to July, the market has been good. It has been ranging. If you're an active trader, you can testify to this. The market has been raging all this while, right? So I should have stayed out from the market and wait for what? A volatility or a volatile market. But then it is what it is. We don't stop here. We have to keep pushing, right? Until we get the results that we are looking for. So if you are new to this page, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Right. So before we go, I want to share some principles with you when you want to start forex trading. So the first principle is it is not a quick get rich business or scheme. Right. You have to understand that it takes a long time. It takes quite some time for you to be able to make that substantial gains that you are looking for. And second, risk management is key. Habit always says that risk management is your guy. Regardless of your strategy, regardless of your edge, if you don't have risk management in place, the amount of money you are willing to lose to gain something, then I think here is not for you. Right? And the third thing is what? Patience. Patience. Regardless of how much information you have consumed, the market will always test your patience. Right? The market will always test your patience. So you have to be patient for your setup to what? To show on the chart before you take a trade. And then I think the fourth thing I want to share with you is consistency. Don't give up. The reason why I'm saying don't give up is your strategy is not 100%. That is why you need risk management, patience, and then your strategy, right? You need this thing so that you'll be able to what? To balance regardless of the market condition. So, and the fifth thing I want to share with you is what? Mental toughness. Be able to what? To sustain, because there are times you do everything right, but you're still going to face some losses. There are times you're still going to learn, the market is still going to what? To make you feel like, no, you haven't learned anything, you have to start again. Don't give up. That is how it is, right? And then even in actual life, that is how life is meant to be. Sometimes you make it, you take all the right decision, still will not go in your favor. So that shouldn't let you down. That shouldn't let your psychology down. Yes, if you feel like your psychology can be down, get someone that you trust or a fellow trader who's also in the same business that you can share your experience with, so that the person can encourage you, right? So without wasting my time, I'll see you in another video. Peace out.